Welcome back to another special edition episode of the Life of Zachary Long Women's History Month edition.
No.
Yes, and I am so excited to have these next two guests on. You know, this has been a couple weeks in the making, so thank you guys again for coming on. But
Of course.
you know, I'm gonna be quiet, and these lovely ladies are gonna introduce themselves.
Do you want to go?
Okay. I'm Sonia. Yeah.
I'm Diana.
And they are on the show today. So, you know, obviously I prepared these questions to ask you guys, but first question, when did you first realize the importance of your voice or identity?
That's a great question. Yeah, you can.
Okay.
Ponder on
So
this.
I was raised by a very independent and strong woman.
Mhm.
So I knew from the beginning that if I wanted something to be done, then I had to vocalize it and to stand up with the wrongdoings of the world, like against them, because if I was able to have a voice, I should use it for better and not for worse.
I agree with that answer 100%. I would say I realized the importance of my own voice when it could help somebody out that didn't have a voice.
Right.
Like this is such not the best example, but like when you're in the class and like somebody's getting picked on or something, you know, you stand up for them. It's just like the little things that you grow up with, and it makes you the person that you are.
And yeah, I definitely could see, like, both of you, how you guys use your voice and use your platform is really awesome. It's very inspiring. You guys inspire me.
Oh, thank you.
Of course, guys. So the next question is, who is a woman that has shaped you, and that has shaped who you are today, and how?
Well, I think I kind of answered that in the first
Yeah,
one. My
yeah.
mom, she has taught me everything I know. Like, she is probably 90% of the reason I am who I am. Just teaching me to be strong, to not take crap from people, but to use what they say to grow and to just basically be who I am. Shut up, Mom.
Shut up, Mom.
I have the exact same answer. My mom. My mom's an immigrant. You know,
Right.
I am too. I'm daughter of two proud immigrants. Knowing everything that my mom, you know, went through, you know, just when she first got here, and like even still, because it never gets easier. So you know, she taught me a lot. You know, how to be independent, how to get through the hard times, because she did it herself. So
I will say her mom does inspire me too, and I think my mom
Oh,
inspires
yeah.
you. Yeah. And we inspire each other.
yeah.
You know, and you guys inspire me. So next question: what does empowerment look like in your everyday life?
I would say empowerment, it's such a complex thing. It
Yeah.
could be making sure to show up to something, or it could be relating to people, or sympathizing, and just being there, making your presence not just like known, but appreciated, and appreciating others and lifting them up so they want to be the best version of themselves.
I also agree with that. I also kind of see it as giving power to those that don't have it. I don't know if that makes sense, but like, you know, standing up for people, all that stuff, like empowering others, and you're empowering, and they empower you. You know.
Feed off of each other's empowerment.
Those are some really solid answers right there. What stereotypes about women do you wish would disappear?
Oh, there are so many.
Do you want me to take the lead on this one?
Yeah.
So I don't like to apply like my career to everything, but I
Right.
feel like this, like especially in the STEM field, I see it a lot. Like even in TV shows, you'll see like kids that are doing science fairs, and it's the girls, and the guys are always, winning the science trophies. Like, oh, girls aren't smart enough to be in science. Like, or you see movies or like those ads about engineering students. Oh, a girl can't be an engineering student. Like,
Yeah, something like that.
yes.
Like, for example, my cousin, he works in software engineering, and he only has one girl in his department of over 20, 30, 40 people. And honestly, she's probably more qualified than all of them combined. And I love my cousin, but he doesn't view it as that. He doesn't view it as, oh, there should be more women here. Yes, it's a male-dominated field. Why is it like that? He just laughs about it.
Yeah, that stereotype is very, normalized, and it shouldn't be normalized because, if anything, girls can do whatever guys do, but 10 times better. Like, not just STEM related, but in most cases, I think. And when people are seeing it as, oh, the guy's always smarter. Or doctors even, like, oh, I would like a male doctor instead of a female doctor.
Right.
Or nurses or anything like that.
And it's not they can always do it 10 times better, but it is that they're equal to it, and they can do it better than,
Capable.
Yeah.
They're equal capability, and women tend to have to push themselves more because they have to prove more. Was there anything else?
That was the main stereotype I wanted to talk about.
No, I think those are great answers. I think as someone whose mom is in STEM and hearing all the stories that she went through, I think, it's disheartening to hear what she had to go through, the discrimination that she had to go through. So
yes, and also another stereotype is that women, you can just say whatever you want to them, for example, catcalling, not okay. And that women won't say anything about it because my mother, growing up, she's from Jersey. I mean, you know that I can be very outspoken, and I do not tolerate that because of the objectification of women and the expectation that it's okay to objectify them when we are living, breathing humans just like men. And then they say stuff that, I mean, would you want somebody to say that to your mother?
Right. Yes.
No. So the stereotype that women will take whatever crap and grin and bear it. They don't need to grin and bear it.
No, I think that's strong right there. I think one thing about you, Sonia, that I really admire is that your ability to stand on your square. I think it's really awesome.
I stand on business.
And so next question. What has been the biggest challenge you faced as a woman in college so far?
I constantly am fighting the, oh, am I smart enough for this? It's an everyday thing. It can be the littlest things, we were talking about this last night, a quiz grade or an exam grade, or doing a project with your peers and you're like, oh, I don't know as much as they know. It's just that constant thought that, am I smart enough for this? And it's even stronger because you're in when you're in your major, other people that you're friends with, oh, am I smart enough for this? They're doing this good, but I'm here, and you're kind of comparing where you are, so.
I would definitely say the objectification. Just because, for example, there are a lot of group gathering ratios where there's more women have to be there than men, and honestly, it's just kind of demoralizing in a way, and it's I understand some of it, but it's not for safety reasons, and it's so weird to me because I think that we shouldn't have to worry about that, and we should just feel like equals. Everybody should be equal.
No, I think to your point, Diana, I think it is a sad thing of they say comparison is the thief of joy, but it's so easy to compare yourself in all aspects of life, and then Sonia, to your point, ratios, I've always thought those are kind of dumb,
I didn't know they existed until we got here, so,
Unfortunately, with my cousin, I didn't know.
I definitely agree with you on that. It's really dehumanizing, basically trying to say that it's trying to treat somebody like they're like an animal. Like we want more animals in this spot for a quote unquote exhibit. Like it's bad. It's very bad. But the next question, this is kind of like it's kind of a backup of the other one, but I'll ask it anyway. Have you ever felt underestimated in a classroom or campus setting? What happened?
Oh, absolutely. For example, and this will be recent, my first year seminar is a history seminar, and that tends to be very male dominated. There are, I want to say, 5 women in that class compared to 15 to 20 men. And there was this one, like, they kind of dismissed me at first because history is one of my passions. So when it came to the first test, I was like, you know what? I'm going to prove all of these suckers wrong. And I ended up getting 102% on it because there was this one time where they were talking about in World War I, there was a Russian soldier who was a female. And I had never heard about that before, which really shows, like, women being hidden in history. And then there was this guy that looked at me and was like, oh, I knew that. When that just kind of proves my point, women being overshadowed in history. And then you know what? I want to say, I know I got the highest grade, so.
Good job, Sonia.
I feel like for me, it's like I haven't had a situation where I'm underestimated. Like a lot of my classes, it's like 50-50, and like a lot of the girls know more in that class. Like if my professor's asking a question, it's likely one of the girls that's gonna raise their hand and answer. Usually it is guys, but again, like the ratio in my class is 50-50, and one of my lab classes, it's one guy, everybody else is girls.
You have more female teachers than male teachers.
I do
right?
have more, yeah.
Yeah.
So that does kind of shift it. Next semester it would be different because I have 2 males.
Yeah, I have one female teacher this semester, and I have one last, so I have not had many, unfortunately.
I got lucky. I have, I think all of mine are actually female, so.
Women in STEM.
Oh, yeah. I love them.
Amazing. How do you balance academics, social life, and personal growth?
Great question. I love this question actually because I feel like the best way to do it is to reward yourself for big things, little things, anything. And in my opinion, I like treating the weekend as my reward.
Right.
Whether it's I'm doing something fun with you guys and everybody else, or if I'm going home, or even if I'm just like not doing anything for the weekend, I treat it as a reward. Like I'm not saying I don't like stop doing any homework or anything, but I treat it as okay, I got through this week and I have the weekend to like relax and get myself ready for the week after. I kind of just treat it like that. Okay, the weekend's coming up, and that's how. I don't know. I don't think I would have gotten to here if I didn't see it like that. I think I would have went crazy, but
I've talked to my therapist about this because I do tend to sometimes put my social life on the back burner, but with a solid group of friends like you guys, I feel like I'm being, like, even if, I'm not doing homework at this point, I'm still doing something fulfilling because hanging out with a good group of people is fulfilling. But then I'm not expected to be able to do everything at all times. Like, I'll just be like, I'm sleepy. And they're like, okay, get it. Even if it's 8 p.m. And I know that they're not going to hold it against me. And then social life, like I work a lot. My job is surprisingly demanding, but I enjoy what I do, and if I do need a break, I know just to be honest with my boss and be like, hey, I really don't feel well. And typically work is, since I love what I do, it is an outlet so that I can, like, it's a creative outlet, so I can focus on schoolwork afterwards instead of, how creative like I need to be. So I feel like working is something that I love, as well as having a great group of friends who I love really balances it out so that I do have time for schoolwork as well.
I liked when you mentioned that like work is it's like a little break for you in most aspects. For me, it would be the gym. If I'm stressed, something's bothering me, as soon as I'm on like in the gym with my headphones on, like tuned out completely. Like it's just a nice little break from everything. Sometimes I look forward to it, so I'm surprised.
I do always look forward to it.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, I have to go to the gym, but I'm like, oh, I get a break. Like, it's
Right.
just like
Yeah.
everything's tuned out for me in
Right.
that
Like me
45
with
minutes.
My music, like playing music.
Yeah, everything's tuned out.
And you can just reset.
Only
and
thing
just
that matters
go.
is in that moment. Like,
Exactly.
yeah.
Those were great answers, guys. The next one, man, this is good. This would be a good question. I'm actually excited to see your answers for these. But do you feel pressure to have it all?
100%. Always.
Let's have it all figured out right now.
I feel like, I don't know if I should, like, I don't think I've been like this, but like, it's been even more since like being in college. You're like, okay, now like I'm in college. What about after 4 years? What about after that? Like, it runs through my head every day. Cause like the future, it's not determined. It's gonna change. But if I saw myself like freshman year saw me now, I would be like not totally shocked, but be like, there's some differences here and there. So
Yeah, I feel like when I was in high school, I had two priorities: graduating and going to college. And now that I've done those two things, and now it's like graduating again. But then after that, I have to worry about what am I doing after that? What is everything going to look like? Which is very common I would say that's a universal thing for college students.
Yeah.
But there's also the expectation of settling down and having a family. And I mean, luckily that expectation has decreased over time, but it's still there. And the expectation of marrying and how you're like, women are on more of a time constraint for those things in society's eyes compared to men. And I feel like that just adds a little bit of an extra, like, amount of pressure to women, because we're going to be starting out in our field and then we're expected to have kids, but we're early on in our careers.
Right.
So then we have to worry about maternity and all of that.
Yeah.
And, like, do we actually want to have children? Like, and is it even economically smart? Like, and sustainable because of how expensive everything is now. So I feel like we have to plan for that now when we don't even know who our future partners are.
Right, yeah.
Like, we haven't even gotten to sophomore year of college yet, and
those thoughts are running through your head like every day.
Yeah, and then the impact it has on your body, and then also obviously the pay gap and all of that, and with AI,
Yeah.
gotta hate it.
Yeah, I think it
If
definitely.
anything, the pressure is just ramped up
Yeah.
like 10 times more than it was like in high school.
I get that. It's like, it's like a repetitive circle. It's like, I would say every year besides like elementary school, like the pressure just goes up, because middle school is like, oh, I got to get to high school.
Yeah.
Then high school is like, I got to college. And then college is like, I got to get a job. And then your job is like, I got to make money, do this, blah, blah, blah.
There's always something next.
Exactly. So, yeah. As your friend, is there anything I can do to like, help you guys like with the pressure?
I unfortunately don't think you can kickbox every male that looks our way.
Just be Zach.
Yeah,
That's all
but
we need.
I mean, you're always there for if we need to rant, and you always, like, if we are tired and you're like, oh, do you want to hang out? And we're like, not really feeling it. Like, I don't have a doubt that you are like perfectly fine with that. And it's not like I'm having a fear of, oh, they won't invite me to stuff if I don't go. And I don't have really FOMO because I know that, like, you hold nothing against, like, I mean, you know how early we go to bed. But
And oh, sorry.
you don't hold that against us.
I think it helps that we have such a good group of friends.
Yeah.
Like, somebody doesn't want to do something, no problem. Like, next day, would you want to do this? Like, it's not like, oh, you know, we're just never gonna ask ever again. Like,
Right. Yeah.
And when we do need, like, protection, you're always there. Like, you want to interview men before they even, like, speak a single word to us.
You know, just gotta have you guys' back. You know?
Yeah, and you always do.
Well, you guys always have my back, so I appreciate that.
Always.
You know, last question. What's your favorite part of being yourself?
Girlhood.
Oh yeah, you can never get bored of that. You can never get tired of that. It's just makes life so much better.
That's like last night when we were at the gala. We would just say, like, to other girls, we'd be like, oh my God, I love your dress. And, like, we'd go up. Or the other week, I made my shirt, and whenever it was complimented, and I'd be like, oh, I made it. And then we both, like, squeal and jump up and down and giggle. Because there's such a unique thing about girlhood where the littlest things just make, like, it feels like sparkles. Like, and there's just some sort of spiritual connection there for the most part. Like, obviously, there are those people that you won't click with. But there's, like, a basis that I feel nobody, like, it's such a unique thing where, like, they always talk about, oh, girlhood this, girlhood that. But it's just a connection. It's a community in a community. Like, if you ever need something, just go up to a girl and be like, hey, do you have some lipstick I can borrow? And nine times out of 10 they'll be like, oh yeah, absolutely. Like, it's something that I don't think gets its flowers enough.
Yeah, it's just the little things. It's like you can all, like, share that mutual happiness with the little things that you experience, and it's just so amazing, you know. It makes life so much better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm grateful that you guys are able to have that bond. I actually, that is something that I really admire. It's like how easily you both can make friends. Like,
and I'm very antisocial. Like, you wouldn't guess it, but shout out to therapy and shout out to girlhood.
Yeah.
Shout out to girlhood. You know, I want to thank you guys again for coming on.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
You know, I appreciate that, but I'm more thankful that you guys are on. You know? So I appreciate you guys for coming on. You know, and is there anything you guys would like to say before we sign off?
Don't be ashamed to be a girl. There's the ups and downs, obviously. There are. But truly, it's such a privilege to have those ups and downs. To be able to be like, oh, I really don't have the energy today, but I can go to my mom and rant to her. Like, there's nothing like a mother's arms.
Oh, yeah.
And, or you can be like, oh, I just need to gossip with my girlfriends. Like, it's such a unique experience that it's not unique. It's, like, so complex, and it's different for everybody. Every woman has a different experience with girlhood, but you can all come together.
And that's girlhood.
Yeah.
Well, you know, thank you guys for watching another episode. This has been the Life of Zachary Long Women's History Month edition. I'll see you guys in the next one, and that's been a good word.